Well, life in the Philippines. So this is a typical house that rents for about $75 a month or $50 a month. See the ceilings falling apart. Those louver windows. There's no screens, so I put screens. Had someone put them. And, it's hot. It's Sabbath. We just had church here, a fellowship with a number of churches getting together, and it was tiring. I'm getting close to 50 years old, and I'm not really feeling old unless I'm tired, of course, but I felt like this when I was a kid. If I was tired. My mind has been on overdrive. I've been thinking about so much stuff lately. I want to make my time in life meaningful. I want to do something with it. I mean, that's why I don't use any sort of substance. That's why I've never used alcohol, tobacco, drugs, or anything that takes money and hurts your body. I want to maximize my time on planet Earth in a meaningful way. And I've been thinking lately, the children. I need to really focus on helping the children. I think the millions of views on my YouTube are mostly children, and I need to just tell them, hey kids, this is what's up, instead of saying, hey guys, or hello people, or, I'm just going to address my videos to kids, because I can just tell you kids, if you're watching this, the truth about a lot of stuff. There's a lot of lies going on out there in society. From what you eat to educational plans. I mean, obviously the world keeps going and people are surviving, but as population increases and there's dumbing down of education with the mass amounts of population that are exploding around the world, there's going to be some problems that are going to mount. What that means is pile up on each other. I mean, these problems just won't go away, and we're going to have to face the facts and face reality and deal with them at some point. But as a person like myself who believes in God, believes in a creator, believes in biblical teachings, there is a bright hope. And even in these discouraging times, God promises to bring hope to the weary, bring strength to the weary. Those that are tired, He's going to bring them strength. And I know that He's done that in my life. He's done it for me this week. So He can do it for you. So as I just lay here on my bed, I'm just thinking and I'm just talking. This will go out to the world. It's just amazing how technology is. This video will be broadcasted around the world. Wow, just amazing. My last viral video has got almost 18 million views, and it's really not anything spectacular. It's certainly not my looks, and certainly not my expertise in speaking. I'm not an expert speaker, but I do speak from the heart. And I think the children are the future, and I think they need to know the facts. So let me give you a fact right now. Protein. Have your parents ever told you you need to get your protein? Have doctors ever told you you need to get your protein? Well, why don't you turn on your educator and say, where did protein, that idea, come from, and what is protein? See if they know. In fact, let me give you an assignment, kids. Do some research and you'll find out about protein and when it was discovered in the 1830s. And protein, which means most important, I'm not sure if that's Latin or which language, but basically what it means is the most important part of your body's makeup, or a very important part of something. It is most important. Protein, yes, our body's made up of several million types of protein, but are we deficient in it? The answer is no, we're not deficient. Protein deficiency is found where people are starving to death because they have no food. If there's food, they're not protein deficiency unless there's some sort of very rare condition that causes them to be protein deficient, but it's not from a dietary origin. Protein deficiency is a scam. That whole concept is not true, kids. Just telling you, research it, you'll find out that protein was pushed because of the meat industry, animal products, because they were thought to have high protein. But guess what? Broccoli has more protein than beef per milligram, per ounce, per pound, whatever. And spinach has way more than beef. And so you find that the strongest animals eat green plants. And you find that these green plants have more protein. But is it really protein that you need? What about your amino acids? What about things like that? If you talk about enzymes, experts will say, oh, you don't need enzymes. Those aren't important. You make enzymes in your mouth. I've heard my colleague, doctor friends, orthopedic surgeons tell just exactly that. But when they were on their deathbed, they told me, you know, Steve, you were right. Now, I was just a young whippersnapper. What did I know? I wasn't a doctor. I was just traveling the world teaching people health. But finally, some of the medical doctors that practiced for 60 years of their life, they were into their 90s, they told me, Steve, you know, you were right. So now as I'm approaching 50, I'm starting to rehearse some of the things in my mind, and I just chuckle and smile, but also I think, what can I do to get this information out to the children? How can I get them to understand that there are so many lies? Protein is one of them. You know, please, kids, don't worry about your protein. Worry about your enzymes. Worry about your amino acids. Worry about your vitamins and your minerals. Worry about your fresh, live foods. Worry about foods that are chemical free, that are drug free, that are organic, foods that bring about life. These are the foods that will keep you happy, make you happy. If you're not happy, it's not about how long you live, of course. Sure, I like to live long. If you're happy and you're loving life, why wouldn't you want to live long, right? But that's not the emphasis. The emphasis is your quality of life. Are you happy? Are you free of pain? Are you enjoying life? Is it just a blissed out, absolute blast? I tell you, I'm approaching 50, and I'm building a yacht in the Philippines. I'm going to be going skiing behind it. I'm getting all kinds of cool things arranged. I shipped over a couple of unicycles. I'm going to be going down the mountain, bouncing off of rocks on a unicycle. I plan on doing some diving, more that, skydiving and sea diving and all kinds of stuff. Life is just beginning. And a lot of my friends from college, 25 years ago, guess what? 27, 28 years ago, they're dead, they're in prison, or they're drugged out, unhappy, depressed, living in an apartment, working a 9-to-5 job, which is okay. Some of them are working a 9-to-5 job, nothing wrong with that. But they're not happy. There is something wrong with that. Mike Wilhide, if you're watching this, why don't you get your hind end over here and sit in my boat, and let's go for a spin out in the ocean, the bright blue ocean, and we'll go to a white sandy beach and we'll do some snorkeling. We'll lay in the sun. Stressful here, but also blissful and wonderful. So kids, stay off drugs. Don't even think about it. Remember, it only takes one experiment to ruin your life, one trying out of a drug. It's not worth it. People don't recover from these things. Learn from other people. Watch what they do and see how their life is ruined, and then don't do that. That's it. That's as simple as it is. Guys, I love you all. Kids, please drive safely. Don't drunk and drive. Stay off drugs. And I'll tell you some more stories later, okay? God bless. Bye-bye.